Hectic HD, probably one of the most well-known free games on Xbox 360. I mean, I think everyone basically had it because why not? It's a free puzzle game that honestly is pretty addicting. There's time where I remember I basically stood up all night from like, 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning, literally just playing this game and trying to get the achievements for it. I wasn't successful though because some of the achievements are kind of dumb, but it's whatever. It's still a free game and it's still good. And there's times in class where I just pull up the OST to this game and just listen to it. I mean, yeah, there's a few odd songs on here that wouldn't be really good as background music for doing my assignments, but I still listen to it. I have my weird taste in music like everyone else does. And if you're wondering what are my favorite ones from the track, it's probably either Lubbock or Underlow. Underlow is the one you're hearing right now in the background from the game. But yeah, those are my two favorites. There's also Cobblers, but that's kind of a weird one. But yeah, I think there's around like 20 tracks to the OST. But anyways, this is about the game itself. This is a review of Hectic HD. I used to call it like Hex HD, but that's because I never actually paid attention to what the game was titled. Now to get into about the early development of this game and how it came to be. It was originally developed by Carbonated Games and released first on MSN Games. And we're talking about just Hectic itself, like not Hectic HD. And it went to online services in July 2003. And a variation called Hectic HD was later developed by Microsoft Game Studios, or now Xbox Game Studios, which is the one we're talking about. And Carbonated Games for the Xbox 360 and comes pre-installed on all Xbox 360 hard drives as part of the Xbox Live Arcade. I didn't note that actually. Yeah, this version features online leaderboards and support for high definition, as why it's called Hectic HD. And there's a lot of other versions of Hectic, like the original Hectic in July 2003 for MSN Games, and Holiday Hectic 2003 again MSN Games, and then Hectic again, probably just a different version of July 17th 2003, and then Hectic Deluxe in 2005 for the Windows XP, Hectic Deluxe for tablet PC. Never heard of the Windows XP tablet PC edition, but that was in July 2005. And then Hectic HD, which is the version we're talking about, is November 22nd, 2005 on the Xbox Viva Xbox Live Arcade. And then Hectic, another version I guess, for Windows Live Messenger, 2006. Hectic Deluxe again for Windows 2000, which I would think is a little far on beyond, because this was also released on Windows 7 at the same time as Windows 2000. I don't think anyone used Windows 2000 2006, so I don't know. And Hectic 2, which is actually on the Xbox. I didn't know that. I'll get to it. I'll find it on like vims.net or something, probably, I don't know, and download it. 2007, Hectic again for Windows Mobile, Hectic again for the Zune. Okay. Hectic Rush for Windows Phone, and then Hectic again for Windows Store. So yeah, there's a lot of different versions of this game. Yeah, so there's your basic stuff for Hectic. I know, I've literally rambled on about different versions of Hectic HD or Hectic itself. This video is not going to be very entertaining because it's literally a review about a puzzle game that I think most people have heard of, but it's a review, and I'm not the type of reviewer like Scott the Wise, where I do little, what would you call it? Little, uh, 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 cutaway gags? Yeah, cutaway gags. That's the word. Um, yeah, I don't do that because I don't like. I'm not that creative. But anyways, very off topic here. Hectic HT. I remembered vividly playing this game. When I basically had my dad's Xbox 360 passed down to me. I remember it vividly. Um, well, I wouldn't say vividly. I just remember playing it, but yeah, it's one of those games that if you had an Xbox 360, you definitely had memories of it. Now there are 3 different modes in this game, which is marathon, timed, and survival. I don't mess with timed. Anytime when it comes to games that have timed modes, I don't do them because I don't feel like being timed. It just puts too much stress on me. And then marathon, of course, it says right there, keep one move ahead of the bombs, which I think you just saw in the previous gameplay, which was the marathon mode. And survival is where, you know, once you solve something, it doesn't just have, hexagons keep coming down. It's kind of like a bejeweled puzzle mode type thing here. Well, no, it's not. I lied. Don't listen to me. Hold on, guys. Like you solve all the hexagons, and then what's left gets like encased, and then more come down for the next level. And to get rid of the cased ones, you have to match up, 2 others or 1 other, whatever it being, and you can break it that way. But you can't move the cased ones itself. That's what it is. It's not a bejeweled moment. No, it's not. And okay, that's almost close to quite literally all I have to say for this game. I am sorry, but there's nothing really too hectic HD but just moving a bunch of hexagons around, and there's only like 3 of them to talk about. Okay, I am sorry. And there's a lot of gamer profile pictures like you can unlock with this. I think there's like, I'm on my Xbox right now. Hold on, let me see. Gamer pictures. You can get around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can get 11 gamer pictures just from this game alone, which I think is crazy. They're not very interesting though, so I don't put them as it. I like the lemon one though. I don't know why it's there, it's just a lemon. Anyways. Yeah, there's the gamer pictures that you can unlock. There's like a frick ton of them, so. Anyways, that is basically all I have to say for this game. I wish I could add more to this to make this more entertaining of a review. I just don't know. I don't know how to make reviews entertaining. That's why I don't do them. I mean, I've been encouraged to, but I'm terrible at it. Okay? I'm not good at it. Because I don't know what to add to it. I don't know how to be funny. I'm not a very funny person. People, for some reason, there's a couple people in my school who think I'm absolutely hilarious, but that's just because they have really dumbed down humor. Especially some girls in my school. They think I'm literally the most hilarious person out there. I am not. I'm sorry to say. Anyways. I wish I could make cutaway gags and be, like Scott was, and make, and say complete nonsense, and then, when I watch Scott the Wise, I watch him, and he, there's just some cutaway gags I completely, I didn't understand. I have no idea what he just said, because he's just too smart and intelligent for me, but, you know, it's okay, because I still laugh at it sometimes. And I think I can be like that, but I can't, so, you know, I just ramble, and I hope I get at least, like, 2 views on this video. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I guess I could have, you know what? We're gonna have my face back in the corner again, like I did in my older reviews. It's not like I have stopped doing that or anything, but, you know. If future me, put my face and the video. Oh, also, I forgot what you do in a basic review, which is to review it and rate it. I gave Hectic HD, we're gonna rank it out of 10 here. Well, no, how Xbox rate things is by 5 stars, actually, so we're gonna do 5 stars, so let's just say 4 stars. I give Hectic HD 4 stars.